If you're into whiskies, this is the place to come.
So we're going to get some more pots.
Awesome. It is quite
There's
narrow.
every chance that Mars and the camera disappears left. Oh. So let's get stuck in and start tidying up.
Hi everyone, we had a great Sunday and we've had a fantastic start to the week. We woke up to a bunch of pheasants, I think 3 males in our back garden this morning, which
was very perturbed as to why her back walled garden was being invaded.
was quite the surprise because we very seldom get pheasants in the back garden.
Never, yeah, never.
So it was a nice start to the morning. So we've taken advantage of the slightly better weather today. We've come out for a new walk. This is also a woodland walk, not too far from the very first one we showed you guys.
This is definitely a dog walk.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's like the 10th dog we've met. They're all going mad for it. They're loving it, loving life.
I gotta say, this is a bit steeper than the other walk, I think.
And a lot more narrow.
It is quite
So
narrow.
there's every chance that Mars and the camera disappears left off screen.
It's nice though.
Oh! They've got the Christmas trees. Baby ones. So what, I wonder what fur this is. Somebody's built something. Wow, it's like a little wooden tent. Whoa, look at this tree. Look, when those really tall trees fall down, this is what they look like. Look at it, it's massive. Look at the roots up there. Comes all the way down here, it's broken there, and it goes all the way back up to the footpath to where we've just walked around. It's huge. So it's sunny and it's dry today, so there is no more excuses. Today is the day when the great cleanup begins. It will take us weeks, honestly, but we need to start at some stage. We don't want to clear everything because it's still quite early on in the season, so we're still in winter and we still want to have some dead foliage on some of the plants because that acts as like a natural protection and barrier for them if we get another cold snap. And it's very likely that we will get another cold snap, so we'll probably get one in kind of March. We've even had it as late as April. I think last year we had snow in April, which was a bit crazy. We don't want to remove everything. So for example, on the banana plant behind me that's kind of buried in here, we want to keep the dead leaves on that, so that's fine. But what we do want to do is we want to clear up all the leaves that's on the lawn that you can see kind of behind me. Those have got to go because they're just not gonna, they're creating a barrier on top of the grass, which is not great because it's not allowing the sunlight in when we do get days like today. Get rid of some of the dead debris like the irises and stuff that have collapsed, which can now be cut and tidied away. So let's get stuck in and start tidying up.
First cleanup session of the year is behind us.
Well, yeah.
Ish.
I mean, it honestly doesn't look like we've done a hell of a lot, but we have collected 1.5 bags of debris.
Yeah.
This bag's very large. So we have collected a fair bit, but it doesn't really look like it's dented the garden too much.
The nice thing about working in the back is that it allows us to just gradually get into the gardening season.
Yeah.
Because it's not a huge space to actually work in.
Yeah.
It is quite manageable. There are still some bigger projects because I know we need to trim some of the trees around here.
Yeah.
But it's just a good start. And as you said, a bag and a half full of debris.
Oh, and then the leaves are going to go onto the dahlia bed. We're going to top up the dahlia bed with this leaf mulch. And my Felcos are very blunt, so it's not making the process any more fun. So next job is going to be cleaning and sharpening the Felcos.
Well, I think a lot of our tools are going to have to get done this week.
Yeah.
So that's the next job.
First one is always the one that takes the longest, because it's obviously like, I only do this like maybe once or twice a year, so you then have to kind of remember like, dismantling it all and where does everything go, and the rest of them are really quick, and I'm always surprised at how satisfying it is, because just to know that they're A, sharp, B, slick, and they will move and clip with me and not work against me, which makes life a lot faster and a lot easier in the garden. So yeah, all done, ready for a long season of gardening. Got all my little bits in my box now. That's it.
So we're in Cheshire this morning, and every time that we're out in this part of the world, we always come to the Grosvenor Blue Diamond Garden Centre. It's probably one of our favorites because the indoor plant selection is something that Kirsten really enjoys.
Yep.
So yeah, it's always just a nice walk around. They've got some really lovely outdoor plants. Sometimes they've got some good stuff on special, and the quality of their plants is generally really excellent too. So.
And I found some more tulip bulbs hidden in the studio.
Oh, did you?
So we need a couple of extra pots.
Brilliant.
So we're going to get some more pots.
Awesome.
Spider legs coming out of it. Five's good. I'm going to get 3 pinks and 3 blues. So we're off to the dentist this morning, hopefully get a good clean bill of health for both of us. Then after that, we're going to be nipping into Shrewsbury town. It's such a beautiful town, Shrewsbury. So we're really going to hope that we can film as much as we can, but we haven't really filmed too much in public. So it's going to be very interesting to see how comfortable we are filming in public and how much we're allowed to film, but we will try and get as much as we can. And then we're hoping to go to a little indoor market, maybe nip into an antique shop. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get lunch at our favorite Thai restaurant. It's absolutely delicious. The food is always fantastic, and they do a fantastic veg green curry, so I'm really craving that and hoping that we're going to be able to have that for lunch.
So we're heading up the high street in Shrewsbury. The River Severn is actually just behind us down that way over the bridge.
It's very cold.
It is absolutely freezing and it's quite noisy, so with all the cars, so just bear with us. But this is the start of the high street, basically at the bottom, and you climb up a steep hill. And there's a lot of really groovy shops around here.
A lot of independent shops.
Kirsten enjoys the one ethnic shop that's down there.
Very tempting, lovely things.
But honestly, if you're into whiskies, this is the place to come. I mean, I was in here for about 20 minutes the last time we were in Shrewsbury. The guy is so knowledgeable. Isn't that amazing?
be home today. It's been a really busy couple of days actually, hasn't it?
has been.
Driving all over the place. And Shrewsbury is just such a lovely town. I think the architecture in Shrewsbury, the historical architecture in Shrewsbury is so gorgeous. Leopold's come to join us. He's going to find his spot in amongst the cushions somewhere.
I actually mentioned to you yesterday a couple of times, I was just surprised as to how many churches they've got in Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
And you walk around and you constantly
True.
see a steeple here, a steeple there.
Just lots of really beautiful period properties and gorgeous historical, I mean, really lots of detail. It's just a very pretty town, isn't it?
It is.
And whenever we go in, we kind of tend to avoid the kind of like big box stores, the kind of department stores and stuff, because we really like to support the small businesses in Shrewsbury. There's quite a lot of independent shops there, and we really like to support them. It's also just really nice to see something different, you know, so they've always got something that's, you know, either unusual or quirky. Though the antique shop was unfortunately not a win for us this time. We didn't manage to find a single thing, which normally we can find at least one thing.
The quality of the antique store is actually quite good, but the turnover of products I'm finding is a little bit slower. So, you know, if you go within a 3-month period, it's typically still very much the same stuff.
Yeah, true.
But as you said, if you're meticulous enough and careful enough and go through everything as you do,
I do. Yeah. I love
you can
rummaging.
actually find the odd bargain here or there, and just disappointing this time.
Last time we managed to get a couple of books from some nice charity shops. I really like going into charity shops. I just love thrifting in general, like secondhand or flea markets or vintage, or, you know, charity shops is a really nice sustainable way of shopping, and it's a really nice way to support the charity as well. But yesterday, I think most of our shopping was from the indoor market, wasn't it?
It was.
The indoor market in Shrewsbury is just really lovely because it's just filled with independent stalls, and they're all small businesses. Typically the person who's on the stall is actually the owner of the business as well. So there's such a nice vibe in that indoor market, I can't tell you. Everybody's chatty, everybody's friendly. They really encourage you to kind of just browse and be relaxed, and it's just a really lovely vibe in there. So I love getting things from there as well.
And it's just such a nice mix of shops. Because they've got 2 really big vegetable stalls.
Yeah.
One of them does kind of more mainstream stuff. The other one has kind of more exotic fruits and veg. I think they've got 3 butchers. They've got so many coffee shops. In fact, they've opened 2 more coffee shops now.
Yeah.
They've got some clothes stores. They've actually got something for everybody, and it's not everybody that goes to Shrewsbury actually is familiar with the market. I don't think it's advertised very much.
Yeah,
I think
it does
it's more of a local type of thing.
Yeah, it does seem to be a bit of a secret hidden gem. Every time we go into Shrewsbury, we always nip in and see everyone. But the Thai, my God, that Thai food is just amazing. Never in any other restaurant will I get a bowl of food that is always steaming hot. I mean, the steam is just coming off the food. It is so hot. It is so just beautifully fresh. The service is fantastic. The people are lovely. The family that runs it are just lovely. The food is consistently exactly the same. Never changes. It's always exactly the same. It's always piping hot, fresh. The vegetables are always crunchy. It is just so tasty. I just love their food.
When it comes to eating out, I'm actually quite fussy, and I really enjoy going to, what's it called? House of Yum.
House of Yum.
I don't know whether they actually get their produce from some of the vegetable stores next to them.
I'm sure
it would make sense.
Yeah, I'm sure that they do. Even with the really just small size salad with cucumber and lettuce. And she said to Mars, I didn't have my slice of cucumber, and I said, God, the cucumber actually tastes of cucumber. It's actually crunchy and fresh and really full of flavour. Anyway, we've got some bits from in there which we'll show you. You got
Yeah, Kirsten got us into puzzles this Christmas.
Yeah.
It's been decades since I've done a puzzle.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting waiting for you on a bench, and out of the corner of my eye I saw the Ravensburger logo, and those are the puzzles you got for us this Christmas.
Yeah, they're good.
And you know, the picture's quite nice. It's a Dutch windmill.
Nice.
And the best thing about it, £4.50, so it's a really good price.
Yeah, second hand.
And we're going to give it a
used.
second life.
Yeah.
Just hoping that all 1,000 pieces are in here.
Fingers crossed.
Which I'm hoping they will be.
And then we stopped off at a little stall that does kind of like really nice vintage style cleaning stuff. So they've got all the wooden bristle brushes for your nails, and they've got really just lovely things. And so I got a couple of brushes for the shed. One's really hard bristle.
Yeah, and one's soft.
And one's a soft one, which is really lovely. But they're lovely because they're plastic free and natural, and they were very reasonably priced. I think they were £4 each.
Yeah.
So that was from the cupboard. in the indoor market. Then we get into the card shop called Thistle and Weeds.co.uk. She has got a beautiful little stall, well, it's quite a big stall, that does kind of stationery bits. So she does note cards, birthday cards, just really all papery kind of things, and just beautiful things. And she had a little section of gifts. So I actually had sets of playing cards, and the playing cards were, cool. I'm kind of regretting not getting those. I think we'll get them next time we pop in. Each pack was a different thing. So there was a theme, for example, of butterflies, for vegetables,
animals, dogs.
Yeah,
quite a few different
ones. I just thought they're such a good small gift to have on hand for someone, or at Christmas as a stocking filler. And she had a little section of kind of items that she had on sale. So I went through that. And I got some beautiful things. Got a couple of gift tags, packs of gift tags, but they are so cute. They're all cut out, handmade, compostable twine, and all made by hand. They're beautiful little cards, all printed. There's like mushrooms on that one, and there's like acorns, and I think there's some berries. Some really cute little cards for your gifts. And then there was a lovely cute little birthday card in the sale section. That's lovely. And then I managed to snap up 2 tea towels that were also in the sale. This is from a lady, her business is called Wanda Collection. She does the most gorgeous tea towels. They're 100% cotton. And they are really thick cotton as well. Her theme is that she prints basically she goes through antique books and finds the antique and vintage illustrations, and it could be anything from seashells to birds to flowers, and then she pulls them out and makes her own designs. This one was her coral one, and you can see it's even got kind of the old writing that came out of the book, and it's just so beautiful. She's got such a gorgeous style to her. I've got a few of her different tea towels, and they really wash fantastically well. I really like the fact that she makes them here in, well, just up the road actually, in Cheshire. So I really like to support her because she's got beautiful products and lovely designs, and she's also a small business. This one is really colourful, and this is going to be gorgeous at Christmas. Is a pomegranate. Fantastic reds. I love the colours. And the nice thing about her quality of her printing is that it never fades. So all of the other tea towels I've got from her, I've had for a couple of years, and I've washed them so many times, and they look just like this. They're not for Mars to use in the kitchen. We do keep them as kind of special tea towels, so I keep them typically in the utility room, so I know that we just wipe our hands on them when we've washed our hands. Yeah. We don't use them for wiping dishes or anything because I want to keep them beautiful, but they are just lovely. Really so nice. They are really, really nice. And then finally, as we were walking out, we stopped at a little stall, and she does kind of Indian block print cotton, different things. So it's like cotton pajamas, cotton quilted blankets, all those kind of things. And she's got a lovely selection. I just happened to notice that she had a lovely little eye mask, sleeping mask. And my one upstairs, the elastic has gone on it. It's completely loose and useless. So this is my new sleeping mask. And it's really lovely because it's silk on the inside and then just the cotton block print. And she supports communities and small kind of entrepreneurs in India who make these all for her. That's nice. Lovely, isn't it? Really pretty. And it came with a little case. Lovely, very cute.
So that's a wrap for this week. We've got a lot of outdoor jobs to get through next week.
Yeah, we got to finish off sharpening the tools. I did the Felcos this week, but that was just the small jobs. So next week is going to be the bigger jobs.
Power tools.
The big power tools, maybe the chainsaw, those kind of things. Start doing some pruning. Yeah. Depending on how much waste we have, maybe shred that. So it's kind of going to be a bit more intense. And then also planting up the plants that we got this week from the garden centre. There's kind of just waiting on the sidelines because we've been in and out so much this week, so they need to get planted either into the border or into some pots. so that'll give us a bit of colour in the garden, which will be lovely. Hope you got to enjoy this week's video, and if you've never seen Shrewsbury before, I hope you enjoyed seeing that lovely town. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the next vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe and follow us. It really is helping us. Our numbers are very slowly going up.
So I hope that you've had a relaxing weekend, and we'll see you next week.